Well, hello YouTube, and happy Independence Day to my American friends, a day that we celebrate our freedom and pay homage to those that risked and sacrificed everything to sign a little document called the Declaration of Independence, freeing us from control by others and giving us certain inalienable rights. It is not the happiest year that I think we've experienced. I think while I personally celebrate Independence Day and I celebrate the founders and I celebrate the Constitution, somebody was waving a flag over the freeway overpass. I do not celebrate the curtailment of our freedoms and the manipulation of the American people. I do not celebrate the leadership in our government. I do not celebrate the bastardization of our laws and separations of the branches of government. I do not celebrate the domination of our world by multinational corporations. And I hope somewhere, sometime, someone will begin to exert our rights again. So stay strong, maintain your freedoms, fight powers that don't make sense. And well, I know a lot of you agree, but this is a precious metals channel, so let's get on. And you know what? Let's party like it's 1965. And you know why we should do that? Well, something happened in 1965, and that was the year that we took silver out of our coinage. All right, and we know that in the 70s, Nixon took us off the gold standard, etc. But you know, what was happening in 1965 was not unlike what is happening now. The credibility of the fiat currency was in question, and inflation in real goods and commodities led people to understand that a precious metal like silver was more valuable than the fiat that it represented. And it came to be that the government could not continue to put a precious metal in their coinage like silver because it would immediately disappear because of the value of the precious metal, and because of the deterioration of the purchasing power of the fiat currency. Well, now imagine, some of you are old enough to remember this, and many probably remember your parents or even grandparents talking about the great hunt for silver in the coinage. And a lot of us still do that today. We get rolls and rolls of Kennedy halves or quarters or dimes, and we look for that rare silver coin. Well, imagine if you were back in 1965 and it was announced that silver was coming out of the coinage, 90% at the time, 90% silver. What would you do? Well, most people did absolutely nothing. Most people just passed it off as a change in the times, something that was necessary to preserve government's control of the monetary system. Most people did absolutely nothing. Some people in that year set about the task of collecting all the 1964 and prior coinage they could find and stashing that away. What happened to those coins over time and the price of silver? Well, here's a little chart to show you what happened after silver was taken out of the coinage. And where we are right now is not that different. It doesn't take a genius to understand that you can't debase the fiat currency in an unlimited fashion. and have the buying power of that currency stay the same. Now, just like back then, most people don't care. Most people value their lives in dollars, and they're just not looking into the future. And some of them could even actually be, reluctant to acknowledge the truth. Well, the truth is, we are in exactly the same period right now where the faith is being lost in our fiat currency, the almighty dollar. And those that see the writing on the wall are stashing their silver and gold and platinum. They're stashing it away at rates that we haven't seen in a long, long time. And just like in 1965, that small population of people that were smart enough to start putting away those precious items were paid handsomely in the near future. And that's where I think we are. So now you can't get a quarter ounce of silver for a quarter anymore. Actually, it's less than that. But that those times are past. And imagine if you had put all your money in silver quarters in 1965. Imagine how that would have worked out. Well, right now you have to pay about $20 for an ounce of silver, but what I would say is that's nothing compared to what we're going to see, or $1,800 for an ounce of gold. You haven't seen anything yet, and these truths are self-evident, just like our freedom. And this is one way to express your freedom, your rights, your power to not be governed by others. And now there are others trying to govern us outside of the parameters of the Constitution, way outside. And we, as a population, we give away those rights freely these days, it seems. But to some of us, we hold those rights dear. And stacking is one of those things we do to protect and preserve our freedom. What are your thoughts? Happy Independence Day.